This is just a short video talking about T-Mobile and its deal to merger with Sprint. There's one other important deal that was also included, Boost Mobile. Now, the deal was that Dish Network was to take over Boost Mobile and build a network of their own in the next 7 years. Here is the problem with that deal. I think T-Mobile should have taken over the Boost Mobile network for the first 2 to 3 years while this network is building their network. After the first 2 to 3 years of ownership with T-Mobile, then they can hand over Boost Mobile network to Dish Network. But right now, people are complaining that their network is terrible. Calls dropping out. Like my phone, I don't receive calls or texts that often. I always have to refresh that profiles thing in the setting. I don't know what the heck it's called again, but it does fix the network. Multiple times doing that just to make sure I receive calls and texts. But the deal was a joke. It was an utter joke. The fact that Dish Network is now operator of Boost Mobile is kind of terrible because, in my point of view, Dish Network does not have a robust wireless network. Not that we know of. We do know about their TV network, but not a wireless network we don't know much about. So, in my personal opinion, T-Mobile should take over Boost Mobile for the first 3 years and then let Dish Network build up their network. Or, since they absorbed the Sprint network, put the Boost Mobile network customers back on the Sprint network that they absorbed for the first 2 3 years. I mean, they never thought this through when they drawn up this deal. They never thought about the customers that were going to be affected. They just only thought about one thing, the profit and the amount of money they make out of it. The customers have no consequences to them. If they were serious about it, they should have thoroughly looked at this and said, what would happen if Dish Network took control over Boost Mobile while they're trying to build a network? Have they ever did a simulated map and see what kind of service disruption you would have, what kind of service outages are going to be in the United States? I mean, did they even do any of that? The fact that Dish is taking over Boost Mobile network is terrible. I think we need a better service. I mean, I get why they want to do that, but the way they went about it was kind of a joke in my opinion. I don't know about everybody else, but based on what I can see, people are complaining about the service. And that's why people, when they heard about that Boost Mobile, I mean, T-Mobile and Sprint were merging, that's why people started jumping ship to a different carrier. But still, it is unfair that we have to deal with this problem as customers when we know our service are always going to be affected by such a deal. Then how long until we have to deal with so much network outages? Imagine this same situation when the previous storm took out our power outages. Imagine we can't get calls. Imagine we can't get texts. When the 3G network is being affected by the new merger, which is the primary problem because my 3G and 4G networks service are not working. That includes my phone call or my text, so I'm not really receiving much of it unless I reset that profile in their phone setting. So yeah, I think the deal was a joke.